Hello and welcome to Unit 6 Statistics. This is actually just a 6.1 terms video. The actual 6.1 notes are in PDF form. You can download them from Schoology and write them down on your notes. Today we're going to be looking at the terms mean, median, range, and outlier. We do recommend that Unit 6 you use a calculator. Sometimes when we add all the terms together and divide, we get decimals. It's a little bit easier if you use a calculator than try to use mental math. All right, so first we've got the mean. In order to calculate the mean, we take all of the terms in this data set and we add them together. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 and plus 12. All that together equals 32. And then we count how many terms that we actually do have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we take the total that we added together and we divide them by 7, which equals 4.57. Again, a good reason why we use a calculator. So the mean is 4.57. Then we're going to look at the median. When we look at a median, the first thing we have to do is make sure that all the numbers are in order sequentially. So from the smallest number to the biggest number in our data set. Here we would rewrite it as 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6, and 12. And then what we do is we use the cross-out method. So we cross out the first and the last number, and we do that all the way into the middle. And we have one number right in the middle, and that is 3. So 3 is our median. If we were to look for our range, we would again use the data set, and then we'd take our largest number and subtract it, or take our smallest number, subtract it from the largest number. So it would be 12 minus 1, which equals 11. So our range would be 11. Okay. Our outliers are values in the data set that seem too small or too large. When they're outliers, we usually use median for a more accurate average. For instance, if we wanted to figure out how, as a class, we did on a test, and we had scores of 0, 0, 0, 0 because 4 people were absent, didn't even take the test, maybe they didn't fill it out, and then we had 70, 70, 75, 75, 76, 78, 78, 79, 80, and 81. Those were the percentages on the rest of the tests that we had as a class. With the 4 people that didn't fill out the test or that were absent, there's 14 people in the class. So we would take the total amount all added together, all of these terms, and use a calculator. And we would get 762. We would divide it by 14, and we would have an average or a mean of 54%, which seems pretty low since the lowest score on the test is 70%, even though there were people that had 0 since they didn't show up. The lowest score that somebody tried on the test was 70%. So 54% seems pretty low for an average. But if you calculate the median, so you go ahead and you put the zeros in the beginning, so it's all sequential from smallest all the way to largest, and then we cross them off like our cross-out method. And we try to get to the middle here. Then we have actual 2 median numbers. Now this one's pretty easy because they're the same number. It's obviously going to be 75%. Now if these were 2 different numbers, let's say it was 74 and 75, then we would add these 2 together, which would be 149, and then we divide it by 2, and it would end up being 74.5 right in the middle there. But since this isn't the case, and we had 2 75s, that means the average on the test that the students made was 75%, which if you actually look at the scores, 75% is a more accurate measure of the average. So it would be best to use a median in this case. All right, now we're going to let you try it on your own. You go ahead and pause the video. Here's your data set. I already put them in sequential order for you from least to largest. So we have a data set with numerical terms of 36, 38, 41, 42, 50, and 52. Push pause and look for the mean, median, range, and outlier. Okay, hopefully you pushed pause and figured out what you had to do and calculate for this data set. So for the mean, what we did was we added all of the terms. So we did 36 plus 38 plus 41 plus 42 plus 50 plus 52. And that equaled altogether 259. And then we divide it by the number of terms that we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. So 259 divided by 6 is 43.17. I'm gonna double check that on my calculator real quick, which is always a good thing to do. Sometimes you have to double check on a lot of these averages to make sure that you didn't miss a number. All right, so 259 divided by 6 is 43.17. All right, so the mean is 43.17. The median, we're going to go ahead and use the cross-out method since it's already in order. We can go ahead and cross out this, and then we have two numbers left. We have a 41 and a 42, so we add these together, which equals 83, and then we divide that by 2, and it equals 41.5. So our median is 41.5. Our range altogether is, we take our smallest number and subtract it from 52. So 52 minus 36, which is 16. So our range is 16. Now our outlier, we're going from 36 to 52. We've got between 36 and 38, there's a difference of 2. 38 and 41, a difference of 2. 41, 42, a difference of 1. 42 through 50, a difference of 2. And 50 to 52 is a difference of 2. So there really isn't an outlier. There's not a crazy number over here or a crazy low number over here. So for outlier, we just write none. All right. And then to decide this, is mean or median the better measure? For mean, you're going to have a more accurate, valid statistical average of 41.5 in this data set without an outlier. 43.17 of the mean will be more accurate. Again, if you do have an outlier, then the median would be the way to go. Range is the range of numbers, so from the least to the greatest. All right, if you have any questions, then let us know. We'll be happy to help you.